Hey guys, so one of the things I get a lot of feedback from is my opinion on when couples go into deconstruction and, where they start questioning their beliefs, maybe losing their faith, whatever. Maybe you go from believer to agnostic to atheist, whatever. I don't care about that. Okay, well, I do care about that. What I'm talking about here is how can marriages withstand that traumatic crisis of a change. And it's, there's all kinds of things that can happen. Lisa and I, my wife and I, went through it some years ago, and it was traumatic. We almost didn't make it, man. I'm serious. We almost didn't make it. There were times we were sitting there looking at each other, and it was like, I don't know, I don't know. It was horrible. It was awful. But we, and I'm going to be talking about this in the future, but I learned one thing very important. Don't make any rash moves. Don't make a decision when you're confused. Wait until there's some clarity. And, I was confused for quite a while, and I decided to wait until there was clarity, and I made the right choice. We decided to stay together and to work it out, and our marriage is better than it's ever has been. But listen, there's a few ways it can go, okay? One is you'll both go through deconstruction or 1 year or whatever, and you won't talk about it, you won't process it, and you'll just stay in a miserable marriage where you're out of sync, you're out of line, you're not on the same page, and you're miserable. Okay, that's one way to go. Another way to go is to work it out, like Lisa and I did. Talk about it, process it, work through it, get through to the other side, and then you'll marriage will be even better than ever. The third one is many people decide that it's over, it's done. And this can happen for a lot of reasons. One is they can't deal with it. One is they can't stand that the other is no longer a believer and they're unequally yoked or whatever. Or for many, it's that they realize, you know what, I never really loved you. We got married because we wanted to have sex because that was the only way we were allowed to as evangelical Christians or whatever. Or you might realize, maybe you were staying in a bad relationship, or maybe you were staying in the relationship because there was so much church pressure for you to stay in a relationship, even though there was nothing there anymore. The fire was gone, the slate was clean, there was just nothing there to work on anymore. Some people realized they never loved their spouse in the first place, or they got married for the wrong reasons, or they were no longer compatible. And in so many ways that it was just too overwhelming to work on, and they decided to end the marriage. That happens, and I'm here for you if that does happen. I'm not judging you. It's happened to friends of mine where they just decided it was no longer workable and no longer reconcilable, and decided to end it. But look, that's the way those are the choices. I think there could be more, but those are basically the choices. Just keep doing what you're doing, just be miserable together, or work through it together and come out the other side stronger than you've ever been. Or third, realize, okay, this isn't going to work, or this has never worked, or this has never been a real marriage, and end it. You know what? Life's too short. Life's too short to resign yourself to unhappiness. Seriously. I know all the teaching, you got to bear the cross, you got to hang in there, you got to continue turning the other cheek, you got to keep giving it up, and you got to keep sacrificing, and you got to keep doing this and keep doing that, and you got to stay, and divorce, God hates divorce, all this kind of stuff. I know all that. I know all that. But look, I'm here to tell you, you need to be happy. Okay? You need to be happy, and you need to figure out the fastest way to get there and the healthiest way to get there and the best way to get there. Is it by keeping it the same, not dealing with anything and just staying in a miserable situation? No. Is it talking it through, working this out, making it work so that on the other side of things we're going to be even stronger than we were before because we survived trauma, we survived adversity, and we made it and we're better for it? Yeah, that's a great option. Or the third, look, I'm not happy. I haven't been happy in a long time, and I want to be happy. And so either we work this out or we end this relationship, or, whatever. Okay? So Deconstruction of marriage, I know it's a big deal, and you've got some choices, and you do have the power of choice. You can make decisions. You can do it. You're the master of your life. You're the captain of your ship. You can determine your destiny. Do you want to be happy? Make it so. Okay, guys, this is David Aird, your Naked Pastor. See you next time. Later.